We're rolling.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kids are counting sheep. When the kids go to sleep, dreams and memories.
Beat me, Ox, Brett.
When the kids go to sleep.
That was awesome.
You just go. I was like one. I can't even do it.
I was trying to think, how would you beatbox to this?
I know. I was trying to think it too, and I was like, maybe I'll just give him one beat, and he'll like it. Are you glad I'm on the podcast now?
I've always liked that. I'm like, Brett, beatbox. Go,
Dance
beatbox.
monkey. That's cool.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hey,
here we
guys.
are when the kids go to sleep right here at Maker Studios in Los Angeles, California. What number is this, Roth?
47.
47. Are we gonna do something cool for 50? I do something cool for 50. All right. Well, welcome back to the show.
We do something cool every
I
time.
forgot. I forgot we're Mr. and
Right.
Mrs. Cool Faces.
We really are. Let's be honest.
So we are having a guest today.
We are.
Who's the guest?
Just Brett. You guys know Brett.
Hi, guys.
Brett the Intern.
How long have we known each other for, Brett?
I think it's been over 5 years now.
Really?
No,
Yeah.
it's not
No,
that
no.
long.
Whoa.
It's like 4. When did
Well, think about it. Let me
vlogs
see.
for 3 years? When did you start?
I started this summer. I was interning at the Jerry Springer show, so that was the year before I graduated. That was like 2007. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Give people background real quick. Who you are, where you're from, what you've done with your life.
All right. My name
Real
is
quick,
My
in a
name is
nutshell.
Brett the Intern, aka Brett Lemick.
I think you need to get rid of that intern moniker.
Brett the producer.
Yeah,
Brett
that-
something. Anyway,
He is the producer.
Yes, so I come from Chicago, the suburbs of Chicago, Deerfield, Illinois. What up? And and yeah, I just have a background in I guess mainstream media. I was doing film, television, radio, and yeah, then eventually I just came on over to the internet side. I've always been doing YouTube. I used to have a channel, which I don't really do a whole lot anymore, but yeah, I just kind of like anything entertainment related.
So you were when we met, you were in college, right?
Yes, I was.
Yeah.
I was in college at Bradley University, and yeah, I was just doing radio, TV, and I think when we met, I was interning at the Jerry Springer show, and
Got some crazy stories there.
that's a whole nother
That
story.
is a whole show.
You
You could do a show based on that.
Yes, that is true, and I have, and it's insane. But yeah, I was lucky enough to intern there, and then I just moved from internship to internship, and just getting experience, and yeah, it's kind of shaped my life to. I guess that's why they call me Brett the Intern. Also,
Right.
probably because I entered the username on YouTube and they accepted it.
That's also because what's your YouTube name? So
Yeah.
me and Brett have known each other for, like I said, for years and years and years. I think, when is the first time we ever met? Was it Blog TV?
Well, online, that's when we met, yeah, on Blog TV. And I remember I was like such, I guess you could say noob, but I remember getting so excited because, back in the days when you'd get excited, first of all, if there's like 20 people watching my show, or then, your standards move up and there's like, 100 people are watching my show.
Yeah.
I remember when you were doing shows and then we got to know each other well enough. When you were leaving, I'd be like, you're like after show, you'd be like,
right.
I'm leaving, but Brett's gonna do a Blog TV show, so head on over to his, and then he'd post a link, and then I had all these people and I didn't know what to do with them, and I felt like I had to like impress them and this and that. I like drew Sharpie on my face and like put a trash can on my head. I was like me, and I got over that phase.
It's intimidating because like all of a sudden all those people are watching you live and it's like, what do? I got to be funny. So yeah, you tend to be like, watch this. I just hit myself in
That's
the face.
exactly what I did.
You know what I mean?
And you can't keep that up for like an hour just punching yourself in the face. But I tried. I tried.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like how we first, I guess, met through Blog TV. But in person, I believe it was.
Toronto?
No. It was either two things. I remember Colette invited me to your surprise birthday party.
All right.
Surprise!
My 30th. Was it my 30th? Or 31st?
Yeah, it was the one. It was down in Venice
Yeah.
at that place.
Yep.
Would that have been the first time we met in person?
But I think the one other time
No, I
maybe
met you
was
before
Butterflies, the docu.
Right.
I think that's when I
That's
first
when we
met
first
you.
met.
Isn't that funny? You can
Yeah.
know somebody for like a year or so.
Yeah,
on
we knew each
YouTube
other
and
for
not
a
even
long
met.
time and never even
Shay
had
knew a
met.
lot about me.
I know. So we were good friends online. We'd talked, and he started making videos. And I thought, the only reason I liked you is because I thought you were funny.
Oh, why do you have to use past tense there?
The only reason I liked you.
No, he
thought.
was.
Keep working on
I
it.
remember because I would do those live shows, and then it would be like, okay, I'm done. Everybody go check out Brett. And you were genuinely entertaining. You knew how to talk. You could beatbox. I love beatboxing. And
Which
you
you
were.
still
You're,
can.
and one thing you used to do is you would make up raps as the
Yes,
comments would
that's
come in.
right.
People would be commenting, and he would just make up a rap by using whatever people would comment.
Yeah,
they would
I'd
say
freestyle,
something.
yeah.
He'd freestyle, and I was like, this dude is like, you just had that presence, you know. And I just
Aw.
thought, like, oh, like I want to like work with this guy. So long story short, like me and Brett were, you know, friends, acquaintances, and then you moved out to Los Angeles,
Mm-hmm.
and we moved out to Los Angeles, and then, you know, did you?
What?
What was the first thing? Did you get a job at Maker Studios?
Well, I remember at your party actually. It turned out to be like
right.
great networking because I was working at what was it, the Newlywed game, the Newlywed show for.
Because you've been in TV. I mean, you were
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
at Conan. You worked with Conan. And,
I interned there, and then I actually started working like in casting, and I started doing game shows and some other things. And I had like 3 or 4 weeks left on the Newlywed show, which I loved. But I ran into Danny Diamond at your party. He's like, and he had been drinking a little bit. And and he's like, oh, we could use an intern over at the station. And I was like, well, you know, I do need to pay my rent. And he's like, oh, we can figure it out. You know, call me in 3 or 4 weeks when you're off your job. And I was like, all right. And sure enough, my job ended and set up a meeting with Danny. I brought my resume and he like laughed at it, not because of what was on it, but the fact that I was handing him a resume. He's like, I've seen your stuff, you know, like come on over, it's fine.
Right.
So
That's the great thing about this, the early times of this company.
I know.
It's like if you hung out with Danny Diamond in the right mood, you got a job at Maker Studio.
Yeah, he put my resume on his fridge like a proud parent. You know, he's like, oh, that was cute, you made it. I used really nice paper too. But yeah, so anyway, I got that job at Maker, you know, being the voice of Station 2, you know,
You
doing
did.
vlogs.
You ran the Station 2. You did daily vlogs on the Station 2 for how long?
I don't know, it seemed like forever.
Brett the Intern out. Brett the Intern in.
I was so full. It was just like those early days of Blog TV, trying to prove myself. I was like so full of energy, and not totally myself, maybe like a megaphone version of myself.
It's like, yeah, your vlogging self.
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
got to
yeah.
kind of like turn it on. And
Yeah, and I turned on like extra high. But yeah, I was doing lots of things back then, and I was also like working with, you know, yours and Lisa's and people's side channels and helping like upload and lots of things. But then eventually, let's see.
Brett was part of a great music video, one of the most viewed music videos that we've created at Maker Studios. No homo.
No homo.
Check it out. So speaking of homos,
Yeah.
a great segue.
I remember that time
Right,
too.
So let's talk about, okay, so I don't know, Brett is,
I'm a homosexual.
so he told, like when he came out, how long was it, 2 years ago?
You know what? I think it was actually like 3.
April 1st.
And isn't it the first time he came out was on the internet?
It was online. It was on April 1st, and the
Talk about
video.
guts.
Yeah, well, the video, it was called April Fool's is Gay.
Is that what you called it?
Yeah, April Fool's is Gay. And I just came out to everyone. And I remember the first call I received was from you. I was
So
like,
wait, did your parents know?
I came out to my friends and family like
Okay.
the month before that. But everyone I knew
Oh.
online and like lots and lots of people, like I just came out in person to like 10 to 15 people, but everyone else was through that video.
Yeah.
So crazy.
Yeah. And I remember I was like living in my mom's basement and I got a call from Shay. And he's like, dude, are you serious? Do not be messing with me right now.
I remember I said, if this is a joke, I'm going to kick your butt, dude. You better not be, if you're gay, you better be gay. And you better not, like, this is not, like, don't joke around about something
Yeah,
like that.
and you had so many questions, which a lot of people do, because I mean, at the time too, like no one knew, no one guessed it. You know, sometimes people in the closet, they have like one person they confide in, or
Right.
you know, they have like a best friend, and then they go out to clubs and see. I told no one. I went nowhere. It was like my own personal secret. So I'm really good at keeping secrets. If you have any secrets to tell me at VidCon, I'll keep it.
Here's an interesting thing that you told me once that I think is interesting to bring up, is that I'm pretty sure it was you said that you thought that this was a secret that you were just going to have to live with your whole life.
Oh, totally. Yeah, I never saw myself coming out. There was different stages of acceptance. The first stage was not accepting it.
Right.
Like I knew I was different, and then once I figured out exactly how I was different, I was like, okay, this just can't happen. So like I'm gonna still have a wife, I'm still gonna have kids, I'm just gonna keep it a secret. No one will know. And then, you know, years went by and I was like, you know what? I can't do that. I can't bring a wife into this. I can't bring kids into like a lie. That's just cruel. And then I got into the phase where I was like, okay, I'm marrying no one, I'm meeting no one, and I'm just gonna have to live with this. And yeah, I just didn't want like people's perception of me to change. And, you know, like I would see people, you know, like in gay pride parades wearing like leather and this and that. I was like, that's not me. I don't want to be that.
Right.
And yeah, so I just so I was gonna keep the secret forever, and then eventually like my friend Josh Source sort of helped me. I eventually confided in one person, and then I was able to just do it. And it was weird because I was coming out to people, and I still wasn't like totally okay with it, but I got to be okay with it. It turns out, like, once I came out to like friends and family, like they were all fine with it. The only person who didn't like it was me, and I got over it. And,
That's so interesting.
He has a really funny. He does stand up, or you took a stand up class, and he has a really funny stand up bit where he talks about when you first came out, you'd never like kissed a guy before.
No, I was coming out blindly, like
It's so gutsy.
So tell that
real?
little.
So,
that's hilarious.
I mean, and it is scary. It's like going around saying like, Shay, I've been meaning to talk to you. Like, I love carrot cake. I love it. Colette, Shay, I love carrot cake, and I'm gonna live my life eating carrot cake.
Have you ever tried carrot?
No, I haven't actually tried it, but I just I just try. I love carrot cake. So it's like going around like changing your Facebook status. Brett is interested in carrot cake, and you've never tried carrot cake. Luckily, when I did try carrot cake, it was fun.
Good thing.
But it was a little scary at first, but I don't know. So I did surprise everyone. The hardest part about coming out wasn't necessarily like the emotional trauma of them accepting me. It was them believing it. Everyone thought I was joking. Like
I did
Yeah.
too. Well, it didn't help that you uploaded on April Fool's
I know.
Day. April Fools, I'm gay. Like, are you really?
Yeah.
Like,
like, what is it? Leave a comment below. Am I lying?
either that or this is the greatest April Fool's joke ever. It's
Yeah.
like
And it's
3 years
still
running.
going.
Nah, I'm gonna, like in 5 more years, then I'll on another
Just
April Fool's.
kidding.
I think my boyfriend will be upset at that April Fool's joke. But
Hi, Ray.
Hey,
So
Raymond.
that's another thing is that, yes, you have now found yourself a young lad.
yes, we've been together for like a year and a half now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did you guys meet? You met online too?
On YouTube. He just would.
Weird. You met your boyfriend on the internet?
Yeah.
Weird.
That's creepy.
It's pretty awesome.
That's
I know.
how we met too.
No.
What?
Isn't it weird how that like used to be like they met on the internet. Like anybody
Yeah,
would be
now
like,
it's
what?
normal.
Now it's totally
Well,
just
think
like-
about it. I mean, if you like do like a dating website like Match.com or something like that, like then maybe you get to read words about them. But if you follow this person's vlogs for many months,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know who they are. So
Yeah.
like how better of a way can someone accept you and know all the aspects of your personality than been watching you, which
Right.
is a little creepy, but cool.
But then, well, it's like you see their stuff or whatever they create on the internet,
Mm-hmm.
and then you meet that person, and then it's like if they're crazy, then you're not gonna like be their
Yeah.
boyfriend. It's like
I mean, there are a lot of people that are way different in person.
in
than they
person,
are
yeah,
that's true.
online.
But
But also like meeting someone at the bar, you know nothing about them,
Right.
and you just start like going on dates with them totally randomly. This is like a background check.
Totally, yeah.
Yeah.
You can kind of like,
Yeah.
that's a good point because you can kind of like see what that person's about and things that they've said. You go like you read through their Twitter, you stalk them.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
almost better. It makes it sound like don't date anyone unless you've seen them online.
Yeah, unless
Yeah.
you look at their Facebook
Unless you know
profile,
everything
you should
about
What
not
are their
be dating.
vlogs like?
How many daily vlogs have they done?
Yes, but
So, okay.
we've been dating for like a year and a half, and he just started leaving comments, and then I don't know, just followed from there.
Spark.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
And Ray lives in Ireland, so
He does,
it's
yes.
a long distance relationship.
It is long distance, but he will be moving here in the near future. He's going to be a student here, so that's exciting.
Oh, did you hear America's going to buy Ireland? So that'll be good.
Oh, that's great.
It's the 51st state.
Well, thanks, Barack. Appreciate it.
Obama,
Well, that-
bringing these guys together.
Aw, all for me, really?
Yeah.
Wow,
seriously.
I didn't
We
know.
must buy Ireland.
Okay, so let's keep going. So then, let's talk about when I asked you to do my daily vlogs because
Yes.
that is when our friendship really went to the
It
next
blossomed.
level. When I started paying you to be my friend.
And then, no.
So there came a time where I had edited and uploaded the daily vlogs for, was it 2.5 years
Mm-hmm.
or something? And it was just come to the point where it's like there's so much happening with Maker Studios, with different projects, opportunities to do interviews, and just places to go and travel where it's a full-time job.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yes, definitely.
To edit and upload these vlogs, it is a full-time
Yeah,
job.
you dedicate your life to it. It's definitely like a life choice, and if you're doing it, you got to go full steam ahead, and you did.
So I did that for 2.5 years, and it basically I got to a point where it's like, I want to be able to do some of these other projects, and I just needed to free up some time. So I was like, I need to find an editor. I need to find somebody who can edit and upload these vlogs, which is very personal to me. Like those vlogs are like my baby. Like I really found a ton of joy in just like editing and putting those little things in there. And even today, like when we went home for Christmas, I enjoyed editing the vlogs.
I remember.
Because it was cool to know exactly what's in there. And just because of time restraints and everything that we're doing now, you know, I needed to get somebody. So I called old Brett. And because I was thinking, I'm like, I got to find just the perfect person because I'm not going to trust just anybody. I'm not just going to put a for hire thing in the paper to edit my family. Like it has to be somebody who knows how I would edit and the things that I would leave in and the things I would take out. And Brett had been watching our videos.
Yeah, I had like for over a year. And I mean, pre-ShayTards, back in the ShayCarl days. But I remember realizing how important of a job it was when I was editing it, and then all of a sudden, I just found myself in your room, like watching footage. It was just you, your wife, and the camera, and I was like, wow, this is like really personal stuff. Okay. And I was like, so I definitely took it seriously. But I remember the first vlog you asked me, like, it wasn't like, hey, will you be my editor? It's just like, hey, will you edit this one video? Yeah. And so then you just sat me down at your computer and you're like, oh, do you know how to use iMovie 06? I gotta go. Bye. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe if I just nope, that's not it. Okay, maybe if I just nope, that's not it. I was like, oh no, I don't want to fail at this. And I'm used to Avid. I'm used to Final Cut. Adobe Premiere Pro, sure, but I've never used iMovie 06.
I want you to use iMovie 06.
Yeah, and all the footage was there.
That's
so
the worst.
I just had to like figure it out, and I did, and then everyone hated it, and I left and I cried.
But you switched to Final Cut, didn't you?
Yeah, we switched the ShayTards to Final Cut, but I think the ShayTards are currently being edited on Premiere.
Are they?
Yeah.
Denise is. Okay, so yeah, that's the story. Brett started editing for us, and how long did you edit?
It was a huge relief.
Oh yeah,
Can I just say?
And
for me too, because I was looking for a job, and I needed it now more than ever, and yeah, you were certainly a friend, and I was glad I could.
We had been talking about it for a long time, though. I was just like, honey,
remember,
just get somebody to do it. And I could tell he was like, I can't
let
go.
Yeah, do you remember the first day I handed you the camera?
Hard.
Like the first day that I remember this specifically. I remember handing you the flip.
I remember why.
And was like, I was hard for me to hand him the flip. Like, here it is, man. Like, do a good job. Like it was.
I immediately threw it in the sink.
Yeah. It was more of like not like. It was like a moment. It's like, okay, I'm handing this over to somebody else, And it was hard, but then like I trusted you and I knew you and we had such a good relationship that it was okay. It was easier for me to do it.
You handed it over. Like the Olympic torch is nothing compared to a vlog.
And then you left us.
Hey, it was like a year, and I'm still with you.
So then Brett gets this great opportunity to go on national television and be on NBC Escape Routes.
Yeah.
So if you don't follow Brett was just on a reality show called Escape Routes on NBC. Really cool. Actually, I just saw an interview about how revolutionary that show was as far as activity.
It really was, yeah.
You're going to see a lot more game shows patterned after that show, I guarantee, just because of the way that people were interacting with the show.
It was really interesting, too, because it was such a quick turnaround. We'd be shooting footage throughout the week. Maybe the last shoot day every week was like Thursday. So footage we'd get like Thursday would be up on TV, on NBC, on Saturday.
Wow.
From the same week. And this was also the first time in reality TV where all the cast members, we'd watch the show Saturday night with each other. And like if someone talked trash about me, I'd turn to them and be like
what? Yeah,
dude. And then the show went on. So usually, like in any other reality shows, you'll find out after the reality show.
Right.
But that could cause more drama. Like if you said something on camera
and then they see
and
it.
They used it. Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, because I mean I don't know, but a lot of those shows probably those contestants don't see any of that footage. Like Survivor, for instance. Yeah,
we'd see it every week.
So so that brings us to the next question because these reality shows. It's like
is it really reality?
They edit.
Like, are there some things
that
they
to cause the drama
or edit?
You know what? I will honestly say, like, totally honestly.
Wait. Be honest with us, though.
Just totally honestly, I just honestly want to honest your face off. Truthfully, they actually edited less drama than there was. Like, it's a challenge-based show. There's like swinging and jumping and running and all that stuff. And just for the sake of time, there was just a tiny bit of drama where really there's 95% drama that they didn't use. Like,
really?
Yeah. Like all the craziest stuff and like swears and verbal fights. It never turned physical with anyone.
That's good.
Which is good because there was a boxer in the house who had like his arms registered in the state of Florida. Yeah. But yeah, there was a lot of drama. But part of the show, they like that too. So it's like just weighing. you know, what it is that they wanted to see. And some people on camera, they're a little bit different. They wanted,
Right.
you know, they wanted more screen time. So, and Ross and I thought we were like, you know, the comic reliefs. Like we're not here
Yeah.
to start fights.
Yeah.
But
I think that's
people
just
didn't like us.
the human nature. You just put a bunch of people in a house and you have them compete over money,
Right.
And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
show each other like the crap that they're saying about each other. It's just gonna.
There was zero personal space. That definitely helped
Really?
people get, you know, upset. But
Right, you're living on.
Wow.
You're all in the same
So
house.
how
yeah.
was your, like, did that hurt your relationship with Ross? Like, are you guys good friends, or were you like, okay, I don't want to see you for another 7 weeks?
we definitely took a little break, but I think all teams did. There was a little friction along the way, but also there was uniting and becoming closer friends. Like I think every team on that show had a breakdown at some point.
Right.
And it's just like with anyone, whether it's, you know, the person you're dating or if
Yeah.
it's your best friend. If you're with each other like hip to hip for everything, except for the bathroom. For 7
That would be weird.
Yeah, for 7 weeks, it's like it does something to you. But I know a lot about my friend Ross now, and he knows a lot about me, and so I think it brought us together closer as well.
Yeah.
But as for the other people on the show, I'll keep in touch with half of them.
You know who you are.
Come on, Terrence. What?
What's up, Terrence?
What?
That was hilarious.
Log off.
Because then, yeah, Terrence was a guy on the show who was like fighting with you, and then my brother Casey.
Oh yes.
Started tweeting Terrence about like I think like sticking up for you or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Terrence was like, "It's okay, boo boo. It's okay."
and so then Casey and my brother and this guy are like fighting. And
Oh my
then
goodness.
Casey said he got like 1,200 new followers because this guy.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Casey said, I've been getting all these followers on Twitter now because they were fighting back and forth on Twitter.
That's funny.
It's pretty
That is
interesting.
funny.
So Brett does this reality show. It's a
Mm-hmm.
really cool experience. And then he gets off the reality show and he comes back to us now.
Yeah. I took off my hat and I was like, "Anybody?"
Yeah, he needed another job. So I'm like, better give Brett a job because nobody else will.
Yeah, right.
So you're not editing the vlogs.
I am not
anymore.
editing the vlogs, but I am responsible for the vlogs in some sort of way. I am producing everything.
Yeah. Brett is my. I mean, you're like in everything. You're like my manager, producer. I don't know. Brett is like my go-to guy. Brett, and you're perfect for the job. One, because we've known each other for so long. Two, you've edited my vlogs, and so you kind of know the family really well. And three, you're just a great guy, and everybody likes you.
Aw, I love this
True.
podcast. You know, I think for like all my past jobs, like, you know, more like 9 to 5, like, you know, just mainstream jobs like that. I like when I was at work, and when I left, I left. Like here, like I love being on call. Like I'm doing it because I love it. So like being on call for you, if there's anything that you need, like I've always enjoyed that. Like because I've felt like part of the family, and you did a really good job at accepting me.
That's
So,
true.
you
thank
are part of the family. When Rocktard saw you for the first time, he goes,
Aw.
Yeah, Brett taught Rocktard how to beatbox.
"Yep."
It's true though, because yeah, like we're all like sometimes it's like 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night. I'm like, hey Brett, I do this, blah blah blah. So yeah, you're definitely like it's like a full time on call thing. Well, we're glad
Hope we
to
don't
have you
drive you
back.
crazy. We
And
love you.
we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, huh, dude?
Dude, we do have a lot. I've been planning a mystery shoot, which you know nothing about.
We had to cancel it because Casey has strep throat, but Brett
But
has.
you had strep throat too.
You
We've,
gave it
we've
to
canceled
him.
it 3
Rude.
times now, but it is coming up.
What is it? Can
can't
give
tell
us
you- I can't
any
tell you
hints?
anything, no.
So here's what Brett has done. Brett has planned a shoot, a video, and it's who's going to be in it? Me.
It's gonna be you, Casey, and preferably Ron.
Hi, I'm Ron.
Yeah, hi, I'm
Okay,
Ron.
so they're gonna. I don't know what
So
it is.
yeah, pretty much. You were sick, and we were just at the office. We're like, well, we have to produce something. We have to think of ideas, and you weren't there to like help out just because you were sick and you were dying in your bed. And
I remember.
you're alive now.
I'm glad.
But so we're like, you know what? I'm gonna create a shoot, and I hope he likes it. So yeah, this is a really fun shoot, and I'm excited. We're just calling it the mystery shoot.
Can't tell you anything about it.
Yeah,
but there's
yeah.
gonna be
'Cause he doesn't
something.
know.
Yeah. I just know this. It was supposed to be in Casey's backyard. We were supposed to show up and not go in the backyard to see what it was. But Casey got strep because I gave it to him. So we're gonna shoot that. But Brett is on board, and we have a lot of cool projects coming up. We
do.
have a music video we're working on.
Yes. Yeah.
That's an interesting thing. That's something that we're gonna do that's new. And one reason I wanted to work with Brett is because he is musically inclined. He can beatbox and rap and stuff. So I am actually gonna do a song. We shouldn't tell him what it is yet.
No, not yet.
No.
But there's gonna be lots. There's not just like one. You know, like
Oh yeah, we got a lot of ideas
yeah, and more bro ventures,
Shay
and,
games, bro ventures,
and also just like fun stuff just with the kids, just you guys, the kids, nothing too overproduced, just like back to the old days, what worked, what was fun, what everyone loved.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and VidCon's right around the corner. Super excited for that.
That's gonna
Oh,
be crazy.
yes.
So let's talk
10,000
about
people.
your decision, Brett, because you were in TV. Like, you were on a lot of shows. Like, you could, if you wanted to, just at the course of the rate you were going, you could work right now on a TV show. So, like you're coming from Jerry Springer, Conan, what else did you say? The dating...
Newlywed.
Newlywed. So,
Which, interesting fact, I cast the first gay couple on the Newlywed show.
oh, you did? Really?
Yeah. Not the celebrity... Like, there was a celebrity show which didn't count as a regular show with George Takei. But... like the actual just normal people, like I cast the first.
He's got the low voice.
Yeah.
He's from Star.
Star Trek? Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Trek.
So tell me this
but-
then. What made you decide to go into internet instead of TV? Like, what was, what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because like in a lot of colleges they're teaching like, oh, there's mainstream and there's networks and there's cable and then there's also internet and there's whatever. And people are just talking about it hypothetically, but it wasn't hypothetical like over a couple years ago. It was a direct decision. There were pieces of paper that were offering me a job at ABC as an associate producer in casting. Like, it was the big boy job that I've ever like.
You were working towards getting.
Yeah, so it was offered to me, and it was definitely the most money that I've ever been offered as well. And I'm Jewish too, so.
He likes money, I guess.
Yeah, and it was also with an awesome boss that I had, Kimberly, and so I was offered that, and at the same time, Danny offered me this thing at Maker, and Maker was still growing, and it was just it was still in the development stages.
Oh yeah, and it still is. Like,
it totally is, but like. I was like, this is ABC. This is like this is huge. And after associate producer, you just become producer and all that. And then I looked at Maker and I was like, but this is like, I'm a fan of everyone who works at Maker, and I would love to be a part of it. And I like at college when I was doing all the papers and tests and all that in my free time, I would be doing YouTube like nonstop, like all the time. So I found out like just do what you love, and in the end it was Maker. So it was just doing online content with my friends and the people that I was a fan of, because like if you rewind, like I was watching your blog TV shows, I was watching Lisa Nova, Dave Days, Kassem, like I was a fan of everyone, and then I got to work with you guys, and now it's at the point obviously for years like I'm not starstruck anymore,
right?
Maybe if Kassem texts me or something.
Every once in a while.
I think he was the hardest. Like I was intimidated at first because I always felt like I had to be funny around him. Yeah. He was just, but it's cool to like call these people my friends.
Text Brett. Come on,
Kassem.
Yeah, but there was that phase. Like imagine like obviously you like made a video with Charles Barkley. People that you think are really cool and you never thought you'd whatever.
Right.
So there were Charles Barkleys all around me, and but then after that stage passed, and I was very professional. But yeah, it was cool. But it was crazy. Like all of a sudden, I was making vlogs for I don't know 300 or 400 people on my channel back in the day, like on BrettTheIntern. And then once Station 2 was handed over to me, it was like, oh, this is like 90 to 100,000 people per video. I was like, what? And they're like, all right, make something for tomorrow. I'm like, okay.
Yep.
And so I just didn't know what to do, and it was like crazy because at first people didn't know who I was. They didn't want to see me. And then eventually I made them love me.
So that is cool. That is, and I think we're going to see that more and more. Just the separation between web and TV, where it's not a hypothetical situation where like this is a real medium of entertainment. And I think as people realize that YouTube, things like YouTube and this online content is just as viable and just as good, if not better, than some of the stuff on TV. It's more personal. It's more interactive. And it's more real, It's like you can't. I think who we are. Like we've made a video every day for 4 years. Like you can't fake that. Like we are the people we are. So let's talk about this then. We're a Mormon family, and you're a gay Jew. How does that work out? I thought Mormons hated gay Jews.
Do you hate me more because I'm Jewish or because I'm gay?
Dude, I
love you.
I hate all gay Jews as a policy.
We've joked about it.
But I like your beard.
So
but
full
there
of it.
have been a lot of comments like, what's the deal? Because you're a Mormon family and this and that. And yeah, I've felt nothing but love from you guys. Like I haven't felt anything other than that, unless you're hiding something.
Yes,
we love
we're
you.
hiding it in your paycheck. If you weren't a gay Jew, we'd pay you more.
Seriously.
No, I remember what you said though, Colette. I forgot. I remember I was in the kitchen I remember what you said. I forgot.
I forgot.
But yeah, you were just saying like how accepting you were, like just that you knew other gay people, and what was it?
I don't remember what I said exactly in the kitchen.
I think this is a people, like when they meet a gay person, it's like, oh, it's okay, I know someone who's gay. Like, do you hate that? Is that something like oh, this person is gay, so like I'm cool because I know a gay person?
It's more so. I think What a Day Derek does that to me. Whenever he has a new girlfriend, he's like, oh, my friend Brett is gay.
Oh, so they'll
I'm
be like,
open-minded.
So
Nah, I'm just kidding. Derek, what up?
Take your shirt off. Anyway,
spin around your head like a helicopter. Yeah, actually more so like, oh, I know this person who's gay. You guys should date. It's
like what are we, like a part of a cult or something?
I took a cab to get here. It was a female driver. You like girls, right? I can set you up.
Right, exactly.
There's lots of gay people all over the world, so like,
and they're not crazy, you guys. They're nice gay people. You don't have to hate gay people, okay? Look, he's a nice, upstanding young man.
Yeah.
How old are you, by the way?
I'm 26 years young.
26. Do you know she's gonna be 30 at VidCon?
Oh,
we gotta plan something for her birthday.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll make it a super surprise.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Be sure to do something really good so she'll love me.
All right.
Yeah, you plan it.
Yeah,
and then
will
you
you
can
order
put
her
his name
pizza?
on it.
We need you to order her pizza for this year's
Pizza?
You're
All right.
such a bugger.
You got it. We'll find all the people that you don't like and we'll light them on fire in front of you.
Yay!
Each one will represent a candle. Sorry. Anyway.
That's why I love you, Brett.
So, yeah, I'm gay.
He likes to like people.
See, you know what I like about being gay and on YouTube or like in the public eye? I like to show people that we're not all just like, the stereotypical like you see on TV. That's what I like best about breaking stereotypes.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's true. Like what you were saying about like, you see these guys with leather chaps in the
Yeah. And it's like people are like, oh, well, I hate gay people, whatever. Like this one was mean to me or this one is flaming. I was like, well, yeah, there's like good gay people. There's also bad gay people, just like straight people. There's good, and like if you don't like black people, there's good black people and bad black people. We're all people, and and it doesn't matter like your sexual orientation or your color. It's like there's just awesome people out there, and there's also people who aren't as cool. So that's not, and also people who are like maybe more feminine who are homosexual. That's not bad at all either. That's just your own personal thing. It's just I'm not that, and I like to for people to know that you could be all sorts of things, and like also if you're in the closet and you come out, you're not any different. You're the same person.
I think that's a very good point to make. Is that just because somebody is or whatever they are, black, gay, it's just like, what is the person like? That's what matters.
I think the purpose is just being a good person.
Right. Oh, totally, yeah.
It doesn't matter. All those other things don't really matter in the long run. Like, we are just supposed to love each other as humans. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Just need to show love. Be happy.
All you need is love.
Do.
Hey, all you need is love.
Love.
See what I tell you? This guy's a musician.
Yeah, bro.
All right, what are we at, Roth? We need to wrap it. Okay.
He's like,
So here's our buddy Brett. Check out his YouTube channel. You're still doing stuff on Brett the iPhone, aren't you?
Yeah, I do vlogs on Brett the iPhone. Just like one take fun stuff, yeah.
Follow him on Twitter. Check his YouTube channel out. He has a Brett the Intern
awesome.
channel. I think you guys should check out his No Homo music video.
It's awesome.
I think it's hilarious.
It's a fun one. Well, yeah, thanks for having me.
What else do you want him to check out, Brett?
I want you to check out Brett the Intern's mom on YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.
His mom is really cool. Does she have a channel?
She has like 2 videos on it.
I love Brett's mom.
That's adorable.
But
go subscribe to Brett's mom.
Yeah, no, I probably use Twitter the most out of everything now. But
follow Brett on Twitter and tell him what you want to see from us, because he's helping us create any content that you see coming from us, from all 6 well, not the mom's view stuff, but when the kids go to sleep, all of our channels, Brett is going to be helping produce for them.
And Casey stuff and everything, really.
Yeah. Well, we love you, Brett. We're glad to have you on the podcast.
It's good to be aboard.
We're so glad you're back, too.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Don't go on any stupid reality shows.
You were asking for that earlier, Shay.
You're getting a raise.
he asked for it. You kept wanting the beatbox, so there you go.
And he has been teaching Rocktard. Rocktard
He loves it.
He can beatbox. All right. Well, thank you for joining us on the podcast of all podcasts. Don't forget to download it free. Link below on iTunes.
And if you're not subscribed already, you can subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe to When the
Please
Kids Go to
do.
Sleep. Click up here.
Yeah.
Good job, Brett. Thanks, bro. All right,
See,
Rob.
he's doing a great job.
Play us out. Wait, I gotta talk. Hi, Brett. I gotta talk into Mommy Tard's.
Oh, this is your mic.
This is it's Mommy Tard Mike talking time.
Always love that part.
Kids go to sleep.
Bye, guys.
See you guys next time.
Bye.